to continue with the eat out of the freezer / pantry challenge, this is pantry number 1. This thing is called a break front, I believe. I don't know. It was my husband's mom's, and his ex-wife had it for years, and we got it. How many years ago did we get this? 4 or 5? 4 or 5 years ago. It sits in our kitchen, and it holds. Usually when I unload the groceries, I put the stuff that I'm going to be using that week in here. However, it's not like that anymore. It's kind of everything. So this is a quick view of it, the before shot, before I go through it and write down the stuff that we need and throw away the stuff that is expired. But basically it's, like cans, and then a bunch of my cookbooks, which will stay there. I'm not moving those. These are my favorite. I have probably 100 more in another room, and then I have probably another 100, maybe more, in a box in either the basement or the garage. Hi, Moxie. So that is this first one, and then there's another one. So let me get to this one first. I thought I would share a halfway video. This is, I've removed almost all of the food. I did leave some coffee up there that's decaffeinated. My doctor told me after my stroke I needed to drink decaffeinated coffee, and I was like, oh sure, ran out and bought some and never opened it. Hey, stop it, dog. But it expires at the end of the month, so we're just going to mix it in. We drink coffee sometimes at night, so we're just going to do like half and half, or I don't know, depends. Maybe we'll just try it at night. And I have the syrup in there. I keep it like on a paper towel because syrup is really sticky. And so I just keep it on a towel. And then some of baking stuff, that's just where it always has been, and I'm not going to move it, so I left it there. And then tea. I had a whole bunch of those little packets that you pour into water. They were all expired, so I just tossed them. I may buy some more. And then up here, where I keep my Kool-Aid, I found this little tin in here. It was full of tea, but it had expired. I believe Mackenzie got that for Christmas maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, it came with some mugs, so I just stuck that in there for decoration. And then my cookbooks, of course, I've got to keep those. I was looking at them, like this one, Cooking with Dave's Mom. And it's David Letterman's cookbook, his mom's cookbook, My Drunk Kitchen. If you don't watch this video on YouTube, you should go search for her right now, Hannah Hart. These videos are hilarious, especially her older ones when she first started. They are just so much fun to read, and this is a really great, fun cookbook. But this is just, these are my favorites. This right here, my ex-sister-in-law gave me as a shower gift, and it's all her family recipes, so it's my ex-husband's family recipes, and I still use this today. So I keep that in there, yeah. And there's some old ones that I've gotten at the library sale, and there's some. I should go through them and make a video on some of my favorite cookbooks. This one's great. It's called The Thug Kitchen. Eat Like You Give an F. There's a lot of swear words in it, so if you don't mind cursing, that's a fantastic cookbook. And then my bottom shelf, I emptied out our cereal boxes, put them into the plastic cereal boxes where they belong. Those nature boxes are full of most of them opened snacks. I have, you can see my shadow, hello. I have a basket that I bought at the dollar store in my breezeway that I have nothing in. So I am going to fill it with the Nature Box snacks and put it down there. I just haven't gotten to the breezeway yet because it is super cold out there. And then some glass cleaner and apple cider vinegar, mostly because I didn't have room under my sink for the glass cleaner, so I just threw it in there. Apple cider vinegar. I hate the smell of vinegar. It reminds me of cat pee. It's another story. If you want to hear it, let me know. So I just keep that as far away from anything that I can. Ugh. And it is, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, it is snowing through my dirty window like crazy. The S word. So this is a perfect job to do today. So that is where I am right now. I will take a video when I get all of this stuff. This is all the stuff that came out of there. When I get it all written down and put away.
Wait, did you show them all the butt?
Oh, this is, I don't know if I ever did a video on it, but this is our macaroni and cheese, what do you call that button? It's through Amazon. You push it and in 2 days macaroni and cheese will arrive at my door. It's that simple. I'll have to do a video on that someday if you're interested. Alright, that is all my going to 8 and 7, 6. I'm going to end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. And here is a final look at my pantry. The finished product looks like the same up on the top. I have some like condiments over here, and this jar of candy has Halloween candy in it, and these yellows things are my favorite candy of all time. They're called Coffee Crisp. You can only buy them in Canada. My friend brought some down with her when she came to visit last month, and I'm proud to say I've only eaten 2 in about a month, so yay for me. We got some like, oh, this falling over, I knew that was going to happen, like baking stuff, and these glasses are the ones that my husband and his friend Jerry use the most when Jerry comes over, so I kept them out instead of putting them away. We have like a little tea service area with some Kool-Aid, and this needs to be eaten or thrown away or something. Some other, like this barbacoa stuff, if you can find it, it's phenomenal. And our canned goods, my cookbooks, of course. And on the bottom is like the best. Again, hello, look at my shadow. We have cereal, we got macaroni and cheese and potatoes down there.
We got a nature box.
We have our nature box goodies in that orange basket, and we have snacks in this basket. That snack basket includes like applesauce.
You probably didn't touch these.
No, why?
I know.
Look at how rosy his cheeks are. He played outside for probably 5 hours today in the snow and cold, and his cheeks are super rosy.
We have all of our mac and cheese.
In that snack box, as I was saying, there are applesauce packets, containers, and corn in those little like fruit containers, pickles, fruit, pears, peaches, and then Cheez-Its and pretzels and those penguins, which are like organic fish, goldfish, and then one lonely box of Frosted Flakes from our cereal night that we had not too long ago. We had cereal for dinner one night for fun. Yep, I got all that stuff. So it looks much better. I went through everything and made a list of... I went through everything and made a list of what's in there. And I can see where I can... I'm trying to... There we go. It's all written in pencil, so it's probably hard to read. I can see where I have like things that I can use on the side, like fruit and some veggies. I got some pumpkin that I could probably use in a dessert without condensed milk. Got a lot of refried beans. I was planning on doing tacos with the stuff because I have stuff in my fridge that I can use for tacos. I just need to buy some meat, but I have that barbacoa in there, so I may use that instead. That barbacoa is so good. There's some soups that, those are good for lunches. We have a lot of like salsas and green chilies and some condiments and some like red pepper flakes and ranch dressing and mac and cheese. We have a lot of stuff that we can put on the side. So that's a good start. I have another pantry that I'm going to do that's really a lot more difficult, and this one took a good 3.5 hours. My other one is in the hallway. It used to have a totally different setup, and then I believe when I had Piper, I came home and my husband had redecorated the entire thing and made it much smaller. There's much less room in that pantry. And not only is there not a lot of room, I also store all of my quote-unquote Tupperware, you know, like my hefty.
You literally just cleaned it, though.
Yeah, I didn't literally just clean it. I cleaned it probably 6 months ago in the summer. It stores all of like my Tupperware, and it stores all of like the hefty, or not hefty, but Glad plastic containers that you buy, you know, at Target or Walmart or wherever. It stores all of that, as well as like tuna and pack things we buy at Costco in bulk, and oatmeal and more cereal, and it is like Jenga in there. I am not even kidding, but I have nowhere else to store my quote unquote Tupperware stuff. I call it Tupperware even though it's, the cheap stuff you buy at Target or Walmart. So I just need to decide what I'm going to do with that stuff. It's really, really hard to clean out, and I don't even know if I'll do a before video because it's pretty embarrassing. But it just piles up so quickly, and it's really hard to keep organized. And because I just did it 6 months ago, I have a feeling that nothing in there's gonna get thrown away. Like nothing is going to be. I'll just show it to you. I don't think anything's going to be expired because so this is it. See, it's a door like a closet, and the people who lived here before us used it as a pantry, so we've used it as a pantry. And this is what it looks like. It's really embarrassing. So up there is where I keep all of my tins for Christmas, and then this is the rest of it. It's hard to see because it's really dark over in this part of the house. So it's like Jenga. That's a much bigger job than the 3 hours I just took cleaning out that other thing. So we'll see what I do with this. If I do it today or tomorrow. I have other stuff I need to do tonight. Like finish dinner. It's on the oven. Or it's on the stove. Thai soup. Here is a kind of a halfway, I'd say more than halfway, look at my haul pantry after I have emptied out all the garbage. This is garbage bag number 3 or 4. I actually have no room in my garbage can. So this is going to have to sit in the breezeway until Thursday when the garbage comes and I can dump it in there after it's empty. We also have no room in our recycle because my beautiful little boy, Logan, who is 11, I asked him to bring the recycle in, and either they had not picked it up yet. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and usually they come about 3. So either he had not picked it up, or either they had not picked it up yet, or they didn't come, because I noticed that a couple other people still had theirs out at like 7 at night. So anyway, and our town has really quote-unquote strict rules about when you're supposed to bring your stuff in. So this is kind of a halfway point. This space up here is useless. I can't reach it unless I stand inside of there, and if no one was home and I were to stand in there, I would never get out. This is too big of a step for me with my old lupus body.
It's comfortable to sit.
It's comfortable to sit there. Piper
We used to
says.
play hide and go seek in here.
Yeah, I remember the Easter Bunny once hid a bunch of all of your Easter gifts in here. So that is mostly storage. We put our Christmas tins up there, obviously, like our tea maker, like that cold tea maker. Some bags that we should really utilize, that Market Day bag. Now that we don't do Market Day anymore, we should take that with us when we go to Costco and stuff. It's a huge insulated bag. So that's what's up there. And then
Chips.
I have like my chips and stuff there, and snacks. And then it's really dark, and this light does not. Hold on, Pi. That light does not stay on very long. Stuff that we get from Costco, that big thing of coffee and our coffee filters and that big thing of peanut butter. And back there is just like more storage. This silverware is stuff that my grandma used to be my grandma's, and when she passed away, I got it, and I don't want to use it, but I don't want to throw it away, and I don't have any place else to put it that I would feel it's safe. I've got like a soda thing back there, one of those soda makers. We don't use it because I found out that syrup is really, a lot of them, at the time, they may have changed, we're using high fructose corn syrup, and we don't eat that in our family. So there's like breakfast snacks in this thing, and then kids snacks are down there. We do not need to buy any fruit snacks for a while. Mm-hmm. We have an overabundance of tuna and salmon because we eat that a lot.
Mackenzie's.
And then like this is our breakfast area, Pop-Tarts, Logan's cereal or oatmeal that he eats every single morning, and then some other oatmeal that we bought for my stepdaughter when she broke her jaw. but she ate one package, and now I was actually thinking of
No
like
real
doing a Google search to see if there's recipes for those little packets. I don't know. And then up here, you can see this a lot better. In this shelving unit, we have all these lentils, which we've had. I knew we had these. This wasn't a big surprise. We love these Madras lentils that you buy at Costco. They are so incredibly tasty. And then there's some quinoa, and then some Indian like dinners or lunches. And then these rice, jasmine dirty rice, and then potatoes and pasta. And I was looking for these the other day and couldn't find them anywhere. There they are. And some salad dressing and muffin mixes. So basically, that's where I am right now. Now, I need to get all of this, quote-unquote, Tupperware, into here. And this is where my challenge is. I do not have any cabinet space. This house is 56 years old, 57, it'll be 57 years old. We have lived here, it will be 12 years. No, it'll be 12 years on February 25th. I am finished. Let me see if I can make a little bit more light. That blue light is really kind of annoying. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. So I got the Tupperware stuff in. It's all down here. I still have a lot of room. I have a bunch of lids in there, and I have some stuff that's like in the drying area of the sink right now. But like that's our water heater. We love that thing for tea and ramen and whatever. So it looks good. I mean, it looks better. There's still issues like those big cake. Those are big cake carriers. I don't carry a cake really anywhere. I can't remember the last time I carried a cake somewhere.
Safe.
Pardon?
Keeps the cake safe.
Right, but I don't remember the last time I actually like carried a cake someplace. But anyway, that's where like the big bowls are, like the big storage bowls, and
Like salad.
so that's kind of a crowded area. But it, you know what, it's all right. I still have a lot of extra space right there, and I have that all cleared away. And I know the most important part is I know what's in here. I've written it all down. I'm going to actually, I have a little helper. Hi, Piper J. I'm going to actually sit down. I don't know when. Tonight is the Golden Globes. So that takes priority over anything in my world. As a matter of fact, I had them on so loud that I started to tape and couldn't even hear myself speaking, so I had to go turn down the. I'm not even to the red carpet. I was like the pre-red carpet show. To me personally, I am an awards show freak. So now I'm going to sit down with Pinterest. I probably should do it tonight because I go grocery shopping on Mondays. So I'm going to sit down with Pinterest and go through what I have in my freezers and what I have in both of my pantries and see how many meals I can come up with. I know I do not have anywhere near a month worth of food, or even probably 2 weeks worth of meals. I don't stock up on meat like I've said before. I have very little meat. I have some barbecue pork, and I have some already cooked chicken, and I have some tamales. I don't, that's just not something that I've ever done, is stock up on meat. So I'm going to clean up my empty boxes, take my garbage to where it needs to go, close this door, and get ready for dinner and the Golden Globes.